Hey guys, Level Cap here, and welcome to This Week in Gaming, your weekly news recap on everything going on in the video game industry. Today we've got some big updates on Star Citizen, crazy Halo news, and much more. Let's get into it. I hope you're having a happy holiday. If you're a Star Citizen fan, your emotions may be mixed. Star Citizen's 4.0 update launched last week, bringing the game's second ever solar system Pyro to players. It's a pretty monumental update that's been well received, at least when it's working properly. Many of the game's developers worked throughout the holiday break to deliver an update that fixed a major bug with the 4.0 experience. Many users were reporting issues with the game crashing to a black screen, halting progress and making them restart. They also released several hotfixes to address issues with global lag and missions breaking. Unfortunately, they've had to disable spawning directly in hangars when loading the game to troubleshoot potential server performance issues. Further fixes and updates continue to roll out. There's a growing number of players who have been shard locked into dead servers with no current workaround, so other than being able to log on and jump into Arena Commander, there's not a lot they can do. It's possible that this problem will get worse before it gets better. Now, depending on how you measure it, the 4.0 update has been a pretty big success in terms of at least server meshing at large scale. In terms of stability, well, your gameplay mileage may vary. Hopefully, a new effort outlined by CEO Chris Roberts to put playability and stability ahead of new features and content translates to better player experiences next year. Halo fans had a crazy week as nearly 100 gigabytes of leaked data from the franchise's early days made it online. A beta build of Halo 1 from when the game was still a third-person title is now floating around that is fully playable. This is likely the build Bungie revealed Halo 1 with at Macworld 1999. Halo originally started life as a third-person game that was wildly ahead of its time, built exclusively for Apple computers. But the studio eventually partnered with Microsoft's then fledgling Xbox division to make the franchise a console and eventually PC exclusive. The leaked content also includes design documents and tons of cut content. Having the third-person demo available gives fans of the franchise some incredible insight into how Halo 1 evolved over the years and will likely be a goldmine for info about the early days of development, considering that the original vision of the game is quite different from what players got. Content about that version of Halo has only been available as videos and screenshots from the Macworld address and low-resolution YouTube clips for years, so getting to see it in higher resolution running on a PC is quite a sight to behold. The origin of the leaks is a modding team called DigSite. They've collaborated with 343 aka Halo Studios for years on various projects, restoring cut content in both official and unofficial capacities. However, they say this recent leak wasn't the work of their current members. The team recently helped restore Halo 2's E3 demo as playable content for the Master Chief Collection. It looks like Xbox is bringing classic Call of Duty titles to Game Pass. Fans of the franchise recently discovered several COD games were listed on the Microsoft Store, including Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. However, these versions of the games are out of date and incompatible with the current versions on Steam, so their multiplayer and servers are dead and potentially insecure to play on. The discovery left many gamers scratching their heads since the old games are not particularly playable, but an insider who goes by Ecstasis claims Call of Duty World at War and Singularity are both coming to Xbox Game Pass. They shared a screenshot of the game on Microsoft's store, said their sources confirm it, and it'll be released on Game Pass in May. Like the previously discovered COD titles, World at War is publicly available on Microsoft's store now with a new release tag. All this is to say you can likely expect some sort of big announcement next year around classic Call of Duty titles getting added to Xbox Game Pass. Black Ops 6 and last year's Modern Warfare 3 were the first titles in the franchise to release on Game Pass. Console-exclusive Battlefield 1943 just got a new lease on life as a PC title. Battle 43 is a recreation of the original game in Fortnite, of course. I recently checked it out and did a full video covering it. Overall, it's a solid recreation of what the Battlefield 1943 experience was. The maps are detailed and they feel authentic. It even has classes and a proper recreation of Conquest mode. Battle 43 is totally free to check out via Fortnite's custom games and was developed using Unreal real editor for Fortnite. So while it does have limitations that prevent it from feeling and looking like a totally legit Battlefield experience, it's still very impressive. Hopefully Epic continues to add more and more tools to make Fortnite experiences even easier to develop with. The incredible Fallout mod, which got turned into a full game, Fallout London, is getting 3 DLC expansions. The game was developed by a team of modders using Fallout 4 at its core. It got an official release on both Steam and GOG earlier this year and quickly hit over 1 million downloads. The DLCs are called Rabbit and Pork, Last Orders, and Wildcard. They were originally intended to be the game's major updates, but have ballooned into DLC-sized expansions, or at least that's the impression that their announcement has garnered. The devs haven't officially announced what each DLC will offer, but it's clear the incredible interest in the project has helped them expand what they can offer in return. They're currently working on forming their own studio to helm original projects. Bethesda's classic RPG Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion might be getting a proper remake. Xbox insider Jeff Corden claims Bethesda may reveal the project during an event in January. It could be either a full remake or a remaster. Xbox has held a Developer Direct event in January for the past 2 years, but hasn't announced one for 2025 or officially revealed any plans for the Elder Scrolls Legacy titles. Jez made the claim as a reply on Twitter to a user speculating about potential reveals. Horror survival and crafting simulators The Forest and its sequel Sons of the Forest are both on a steep discount during Steam's winter sale. And apparently the deal is so good that it's led to The Forest eclipsing its all-time player count this week. This title was one of Steam's first early access games, and it started its life over a decade ago as a Steam greenlit game. Back then, Steam users could actually vote on which games would get approved for launch as early access projects. And while many greenlit projects never materialized into finished games, The Forest was both a critical and commercial success. Its sequel, Sons of the Forest, was also well received and had an early access period. But the original game is currently $2 and it's sitting at over 90,000 concurrent players. The game has been getting even more popular over time, and its new record of players is 104,000 concurrent players. The sequel is currently $15. It's fantastic, and I have a video on it if you want to check it out. In our final story of 2024, Escape from Tarkov's 0.16 update is live, and it adds a pretty major feature for hardcore players. Hitting max rank now lets you prestige, preserving some of your gear and progression, while otherwise resetting your character to a fresh state. The rewards and items you keep are mostly cosmetic, but it gives heavily invested players a means of restarting their experience without totally starting from scratch. The prestige system currently offers 2 levels, with another 6 planned for later. At the moment, it's only available in PvP, but it'll be expanded to other modes later. And that wraps it up for this week in gaming. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop me a like, subscribe for more content like it, and ding that notification bell to beat the YouTube algorithm with me. Up next, if you want a deeper dive into Star Citizen's 4.0 update, check out this video here. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.